Hello guys, I'm Kiri, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about why it's better to have car with original patina than fully restored car. The car here today in front of us is a 1997 TVR CHIMAERA. If you watch very carefully the car, you will see this is not a pristine example. The car being used, probably a lot, the car being exposed to the sun, rain, maybe snow. But here we have an original, made from the time patina, which for me is something more valuable and more special than the very shiny restored cars. The car can be original only once, and if there is a possibility to keep this originality, this is the better decision. The simple example is, if you put this particular TVR CHIMAERA to the same model car, but just came out of some collection with only 200 miles on the clock, you're gonna see the difference. The new one you will appreciate just because never been used. Looks like just came out from the factory, and everything is original how should be. But there is no history. This car has nothing to say. Her life been very boring, sitting many years inside, and probably the owner just been enjoying the view. In other moment, if you put again this particular TVR next to the fully restored cars, same model, with new paint, new panels. Okay, this particular car is made from fiberglass, but anyway, so new panels, new interior, sometimes new engines and gearbox, new suspension, glasses, we can go on and on. On the end, again, this is not the same car. It's completely different car. And what is the most curious moment, sometimes the original owner who bought the car new, let's say 40 years ago, then he sold it after 5 years of use to the next owner, but years later, how we said after 40 years, the car being fully restored. So if you say to the original owner, this is your car, when you bought new, he will not agree with you. Even in some cases, some original owners saying, you destroyed the car. When I had this car, wasn't how it looks now, especially the interior. And this is because you're never gonna replicate the originality. But the other important thing about these cars is the history. The very used cars, they have a great history and amazing stories to say. The car being here and there is a photo of the car in Nice, in Monte Carlo, French Riviera, in Paris, London, etc, etc. Sometimes, if the original owner was very famous person, and there are some evidence of that, especially pictures, this mean a lot. To know that this person been sitting in these seats, he been using the car, that's something very important, to keep everything original. Even if the interior is very used, is broken, better repair and keep original. But I'm sure there are many collectors around the world who appreciate the originality, and if they have unrestored classic car, they never will do a restoration. Especially when we're talking about race cars. Some race events are really very popular, and they are historically important because of the legacy, history, etc, etc. And if a race car won, let's say, 24 hours of Le Mans or Monte Carlo Grand Prix, straight away became a very important car. Even if there are some damages or scratches or dirt even, better keep it this way. It shows the battle, the war this car being doing during the winning race. Now, let's go to this particular car, TVR CHIMAERA. The good thing about these cars, not only the TVR, the cars which are made from, not from steel, but from fiberglass, aluminum or carbon fiber or some other materials, is that they're more resistant. They can last longer. Maybe they can change the color, the structure, the looks, but they never gonna go eaten by the rust. So the TVR CHIMAERA is made from glass fiber. Okay, the body is on the chassis, which one is galvanized as well, is fantastic, and because of this the car can last longer. The discoloration of the color shows that this particular car being used a lot, and it's not a garage queen. Sitting outside under the UV lights, under the rain, wind, cold and hot days, the rubber gaskets or seals are cracked, but again, the car is original. And I'm gonna say again, the car is original only once. Originality is something very important. My opinion, because these are not everyday cars, so better keep this way. Now, let's say something about the TVR CHIMAERA. Was time when TVR was quite a successful car, exotic but not that expensive, like Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche. They made in total 5,256 cars of this exactly model CHIMAERA between 1992 and 2003, so in 11 years in production, which actually is long time. And for these years to make over 5,000 cars is very good. This is proper English car, 100% made in Blackpool, England. This is town in England, with English design and English Rover V8 engine. When we talk about the engines, CHIMAERA was equipped with different by-size engines during the production, from 4 liter, 4.3, 4.5, even 5 liters, but now, how we said earlier, all Rover V8. The gearboxes, there were options between manual, again Rover, 5-speed, and automatic. Was presented at the first time at the very famous back then 1992 Unrestored motor show. Great design and body made of fiberglass on top of the backbone chassis, galvanized of course. It's a GT car, mostly for long distances. And with the V8 all aluminum Rover engine, the sound is amazing, and especially the exhausts. TVR always been making these amazing sounds of the exhaust. The smallest engine, the 4 liter, which is actually 3,950 cc, produces 243 horsepower with maximum speed 245 km per hour or 152 miles per hour. Acceleration again amazing, from 0 to 100 km per hour or 62 miles per hour, 5.1 seconds. This is the numbers for the smallest engine, the 4 liter one. And then there was another 4 liter but high compression engine, so the same size, 4 liter, 3,950 cc, but 275 horsepower, so this is over 30 horsepower more because of the high compression. And the maximum speed went up again, 254 km per hour or 158 miles per hour. Acceleration from 0 to 100 km per hour or 62 miles per hour, 4.7 seconds. And then the next engine, 4.3 liters, which is exactly 4,280 cc. This engine producing 280 horsepower, just 5 horsepower more than the high compression 4 liter engine. The numbers here are very similar, 54 km per hour maximum speed, 158 miles per hour, acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour, 62 actually, or 100 km per hour, 4.6 seconds. The next engine is the 4.5 liter or 4,546 cc. This one producing 285 horsepower, maximum speed 257 km per hour or 160 miles per hour. Acceleration again very similar, from 0 to 100 km per hour or 62 miles per hour, 4.7 seconds. And on the end, the biggest engine, the 5 liter one, Rover V8, 4,988 cc, 340 horsepower. So this was the engine to go over 300 horsepower, 340 horsepower. Maximum speed went rapidly up, 282 km per hour or 175 miles per hour. TVR always been car to target the maximum speed, and these cars always they had very high maximum speeds, which not many people knows, but this was one of the tasks for TVR, to reach high maximum speed. So the acceleration was great again, from 0 to 100 km per hour or 62 miles per hour, just 4.1 seconds. All independent suspension, front and rear, 4 disc brakes, of course, all 4 corners. That car was very light with this backbone chassis and the fiberglass body. And just the heavy thing on this car was the engine, because its V8 Rover was actually quite old modification engine, but all aluminum on the end. And you can see most of the TVR Chimaeras, they are equipped maximum with lots of equipment inside, lots of extras, leather seats, air conditions, electric windows, so many options. TVR was actually very great during 1980s, 1990s, was absolutely fantastic, and from any angle you can see the car, just the design is absolutely brilliant. So guys, to have car, for me, really, if the car is original, never been resprayed, never been restored, I'm gonna keep this way. So the original is for me something very important, not only for me, for many people. And you can see actually how the car being made in 1990s or even early. So this is fantastic example, very original example of TVR Chimaera. Guys, if you like the video, please subscribe my channel and see you next time. Bye.